So I am Nelsy Equihua. I will be going over today how to annotate with using Classkick, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did for an assignment where I had my kids annotate and also answer questions on there. My email is right there. I'm in Science 4 in the Science Hallway, and then my Twitter handle is Nelsy_Equihua. Do you have any questions? Okay, so the first thing you got to do is you have to have an assignment made or just make one, which I'm going to show you real quick. It's not super hard. Yes. Pause. Wait. Yeah. You're like a little chipmunk. I think you have to either refresh your meat or something.
Yeah, I was going to say you might need to log off and log back in because you sound like a chipmunk.
We say no.
Okay, what about now?
Yes, good.
And I was going to also introduce, so I'm just moderating, so I'll moderate the chat, or if you have any questions, I'll stop her, but we're good. It's small.
Yeah. Do you want me to pause?
No, you're fine. Can you hear me? Because my voice, okay.
Yes, you did.
I was asking
Okay, I was going to put in.
if you were going to give us this PowerPoint.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can. I can drop it in the chat. I think I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to be going through Classkick. Here's the main page. I put the link for Classkick in the chat. You basically will log in as a teacher. So if you go log in here, teacher, and then I continue with Google. I already have a couple of assignments made here. So I was going to go through. I will show you what I did already this week, but then this is like a blank one that it was super fast that I did it. Where I basically didn't have, or actually let me do a new one. So you go to the little plus button, you do a new blank assignment, and then here's like a blank new slide. Each little, here's like a page or a slide if you want to call your frame for Jamboard. So what I did is I click on the first one. If I'm going to upload, it does have to be PDF. I was actually looking through the FAQs on Classkick. If you have a Google Slides or a Google Doc, it will tell you have to download as a PDF and then you can upload it. If you're doing the desktop version. If you have an iPad, then they are able to upload the Google Drive slides, a Google Doc. But when it's like desktop, you have to have a PDF, which is, I don't know, it's fine, I think. You'll do the little camera button, and so you're going to upload from computer. Then I was going to do this one, the Pogo Columbic Attraction. That's what I did, sorry, for my other one. But for this, I think if you want to just do a regular article, I have to find one. I think this one's a good. So if you just hit open, you have your PDF. Then it shows you the 3 things you're going to do there. And then if you want to do all of the document PDF, you're going to import all pages. And it creates each page as a different slide. So that way it breaks it up for your kids and they don't have to see 3 pages worth of notes on one frame. And you have here's Q2 is like a slide, Q3, Q4, and you can put finish, or if you have more things to add, you can add another. And so then you're able to basically, yeah, do that. So I'm going to do this one, Q1, do next, finish, and it does this. I think the first ones are blank. Did it glitch? Okay, we need to redo it. I tried it yesterday and it was working fine. Let me do this one.
I was just going to jump in. So whenever she's doing this, she's getting a file from her computer. It's just we can't see that on the presentation aspect. I remember doing that during my presentation, like, where was my file? So she's getting a file from her computer currently.
Yeah, sorry. So this one. I mean, this is okay. I'm trying to find like an actual one. It's because we have things saved in Drive and some things saved in other places. So I am trying to find something on my computer. It's, let me do 3. Okay. Article. I'm sorry. Let's do this. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you will see, let's see if it works now. It did. It did. This one did only 1 page. Let me see if I can do a whole document. Import all pages. Okay, finish. Okay, so now it's there. It's right here. So there's 1 page. There's my 2nd page, 3rd page, and 4th. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And so I'll go ahead and delete some of them that sometimes since I already had some in there and it just imported into like where I was at, it will add multiple blank slides. So you can go back and just edit those. Right now I have 8 total, but just the 4 have information. The other 4 are blank. What's cool with that is if you can go like once you have it uploaded here, mine, this one has like questions. And so my kids are able to, if I wanted to grade them, then I could give possibly like a little box right here. I just did this checkbox. And then here it creates a box for them. And then I can put what is the right answer and how many points I would give them for that question. You could also, I think one of them over here has the 2nd page. Has just like information for them to read, like here. And your kids, you can have a little note on the side, like I could type here. Read and underline vocabulary. And that would be my directions there. They have a highlighter tool on the top. So they would see on their screen this little highlighter. And when you click on it, it says highlighter mode. And so they could highlight these are important. Right now, when I do this on the teacher side, that would mean I'm highlighting every single kid's assignment. So I don't want to do that yet. I will let them do that. But that's what they would click on there. They have like underline options where they use a pen. So it's the 2nd one. It says pen mode. And so they would, again, you can put maybe instead of highlight, underline. So then it would be this one. Here's more models. And then they could do that. Again, this, I would be underlining the kids' words. So I don't want to do that. So I'll leave it blank there. The other cool thing is that you could also, if you don't want, let's say the whole page, maybe you want to select it thing from like a paragraph or just half of your article, you don't have to import the whole thing. You can do a section of it. If you give me a sec, let me download an article that I had so that way I can share it with you. Give me 2 secs. Yep. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. That's my article. Let me go back. And so I'm going to put it on page 5. I'll do upload from computer again. And then here is my, you're not seeing this, but downloads. Here's the article. Okay, so here's the article. This one say pages. I'm like, okay, it's too much for my kids. I know I only want them to do maybe right here, the modern periodic table. I want them to read 2 paragraphs. So then I can, if you can see, I will select the area that I want and I would just do next. And then it tells you again what page you want it on. Since I already have information in slides 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm just going to put it on slide 5. So I put next. And then I can go ahead and, if I wanted to do maybe from this same article, maybe something from page 3, then I go down here and I would select, here's what I want. And I put next. And then put next. You'll see the 2 things you've snipped or you've clipped to what you want to add on that page. And you'll hit finish. When you do that, it'll do like 2 little screenshots, and so you're able to drag it down if you wanted to give them a prompt or some sort of like maybe have a summary at the bottom. Maybe it's some sort of question. You could do possibly the article discussed. I think this one's talking about how the product table is formed. So was developed. And then I could say, how was it arranged? And then I put a couple of answer choices here. Move it up a little bit. I could put possibly, here's my answer choices. I have A, mass, B, number, C, alphabetical. Okay, and then you can put this button up here, which would be not this one, the last one, where it says add multiple choice. And then you have all your letters. So it has D and E. I don't need those, I only need A, B, or C. And I would select which one's correct. It is by number. So I hit B. And then again, you could put how many points are there. You can maybe do 5 points and then do save. And then they'll create that little box for you. So then your kid can answer. Okay, they read it. Here's the questions to see if they got the material. And you can just do the same thing down here. Give them a response question. Yeah. Do you have questions? I think that was pretty much it for mine. Just going through how to import.
I will say, actually, that's so funny. I did not even know in the multiple choice you could take off the letter E. I don't even know why I've used it so much. I didn't even know that. But I will say, I think Google Drive and Google Meet changed something, so it doesn't default your mic off. So if you want to make sure your mic is off by pressing the little microphone at the bottom, just to make sure we don't have any background noise.
For me?
There was a little bit of background noise from some others. I was just...
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird how it like defaults it to on. Usually it would default it to off. So any questions for so far?
I don't know if you've used it. So if you go back, let me see. So here I'm like editing it. I'm working on it. If you want to assign it, then you'll assign a roster. You have your class periods. I usually just do like A1, A2, A4, and B8 because those are the ones that I have. When you do that, then you have a link right here, and then you'll copy this to your Canvas. The other thing you could do is have your kids join. You could ask them to do with portfolio. So once they log into Classkick, I'm going to show you that one. Actually, let's take the link. So they're there. Instead of just them putting their name on here, they're going to go and hit log in. They're going to use their Google account and they'll log in. And that way you're able to alphabetize it by last name and put it in that order. So you can easily transfer grades from Skyward to what their Classkick, what they got. Yeah. If you're just got here is the link to my presentation. I just went through basically how to import an assignment into Classkick or how to upload a PDF file. And so I will show you what I have made here. So it's I did a PDF that was 4 pages, which is this one. It completely pasted it into the Classkick. And then I also did where I just wanted to snip a section for my PDF. So I did this here, and then I added a question. So based on the reading, can my kids answer the question right here? And it gives them some points there. At the bottom, I just did another section of my article. And then I was thinking maybe down here I could have them summarize what they learned, summarize what they did. I said before that they could also, you can give them directions. So like I think on slide 1, I put slide 3, possibly. If you have some information, you can have them read and underline vocabulary as they're going here. They would use the features up here at the top. So they would use the highlighter mode to highlight and then the pen mode to underline. If you do this on your end, for example, if you do this, then it's going to highlight it for all your kids. So every kid who opens this link up will see that this is a vocab word because you highlighted it. Same thing if you use a pen. Then they would all be able to see that. So if you want them to do it, you would leave it basically blank. The way you import things is you go to the little camera option up here, upload from camera, pick a PDF. You can't see my screen, I didn't realize, but we are basically going to my computer and grabbing a PDF file. You hit open on your computer, and then you'll see that PDF. This PDF that I have right here is 8 pages. If you wanted the kids to read all 8, then you would import it directly where it says import all pages. If you wanted a section, which is what I did, I just used a little cursor, and I don't think you can see it on your screen. But once you do that, you'll see a cursor and you will select it just like that. So that will tell Classkick, I only want this added. If you put next and the slide you want it on, right now I had it on slide 5. So and you actually do multiple pages if you'd like because it has the little check boxes. But I want on slide 5. I put next. And you can continue adding more snippets, or you can just finish it up and add it there. It's on slide 5, so let's go check if it made it there. It did. And it's the same one I had already posted up here or down here. It's the same one. Do you have any questions? Have you used Classkick before?
This will be my first time. I've been trying to play along with it, but I appreciate that. I think, I know it's not hard, but I've been trying to set my classes up, and I noticed that, like, I had a row of kids that was on portfolio and basic.
Yeah.
And so I can go in there and delete the basics, right?
Yes.
But how do I got them like listed under one class and I need them in like 3 sections.
Okay, how do you do? So when you assign, you're gonna assign a roster. I do by class period. I don't know if you would want to do that. So you're gonna create a new roster, and that way you're able to like put like maybe you have different class. They're called different class periods, or maybe different periods. If it was maybe chemistry A1, or because I have chemistry, I would do A1, or AVID B5 because I teach AVID as well. You could possibly do that, and it would have them here. Once you have them, you can copy your link.
Is it possible, because I now have them listed, can I take from this group, or do I need to just, when I start a roster, I just have to do it again? Does that make sense?
I think I had that happen already before in my kids, and if they're in the portfolio mode, I feel like you can add them to the class. I feel like I was playing around with it. I'm gonna check real quick.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I didn't know.
Okay, and the other thing I mentioned was to upload a document. So again, this saves you time to go to the printer and get copies made. If your kids leave the handouts, that way it's like you're not traveling with paper. The only thing you do need a PDF file. So what I looked on Classkick on the FAQ questions, if you have a Google Slides, a Google Doc, then you should download it as a PDF, and then you should be able to upload. If you're using the desktop version. If you're using an iPad, then you're able to upload the document, the slides, and a PDF. So all 3 will work on the iPad. But we don't have iPads anymore if we give those back, so then we're only using desktop. Yeah. And then so I think I was saying I did one this week that was it had some reading, but it had more like questions. And so on mine, it was a PDF, and I sipped what I wanted my kids to do. Like I did 1 through 6, and then 7 had where it was like they had to like explain a couple things. So I just picked one of the letters, and then I made it a box so they can just answer that question there. Let's see. That was what I showed y'all before. It was board models. They had information. They were reading it, and then tell them to identify the elements shown in the board models. And so they had to pick an element, and so it will count it right or wrong for them. It also was asking for valence. And then down here, this question, they're expected to draw, so they can use their pen right here to draw the elements and what it says. And I would be checking this for them to see if they got it correct or not. Most of these are just mainly questions. We are using a POGL, which is like a guided based inquiry. Like it gives them question based on what they should know. It gives a little bit of information, and then they answer these questions. And so again, I was putting in boxes for where instead of putting something with pencil, they're putting it on online and creative for them. So this one, what is it? It's gonna be a proton. When it says what are the independent or dependent variables, then I would be grading this one by hand. And so I ask my kids always to, if they go to the top part of their screen. So let me go on this one. For example, if I go here, I could continue. And I always show them, I do a practice one with them. If they go here, and if I'm done with the whole thing, if I raise my hand right here, and I say, please check, then that my teacher needs to go here and give me some points. And I tell them, show them that they have points at the top. So that way they know, am I missing or am I good to go? And then you can put, as a teacher, put the hand down once they're done, or they can be like, okay, I got it. I'm good. Or if they need help, they can also go here, the yellow hand. Please help. I'm stuck, Miss E, or whatever your names are. But yeah.
And then Miss Equihua. So I've got 2 questions that if you want to actually show her, I can kind of walk you through how to get there. So Ms. Washington had the question, can you add them if they're already in a different class? Yes, you can. So do you want me to show you how to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and just go to like any roster that you have open.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in it.
All right. And then Ms. Equihua, if you want to do it on the screen so I can make sure I'm telling you the right steps. So you can go like view work, for example, on anybody who's done it. Assign. Yeah, so when you're in a roster there, if you click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner, manage roster. And then what you can do, you can click add students and then portfolio. And if they've already signed up with portfolio, you can just start typing their name. Whoever randomly that that is a student of yours. And then you'll be able to add them to the class.
Oh, add selected.
And then you can take him out in the old class.
Do I go back?
Yes. Let me ask. So.
And then Ms. Roman wanted you to go through how to add students to a roster, because I said, no, you definitely do not have to add all of your students. So if you want to show her that.
You don't have that. Like how to share an assignment?
Yeah, I believe at the beginning when you showed how to assign a roster and then that link and how to tell the students to log in.
Yeah, once you have your assignment or PDF uploaded that you're going to share with your kids, you're going to put assign at the top right here. And then you're going to assign a roster. I usually do it by class period. So right now I have A1 and A2. I have A4 as well. So then I would do that. I click on this little link where it says class code at the end. And then I will copy this link in the green button. And I will put that on my Canvas. So I give the directions, click on your class period to get your assignment. And then my kids will click A1, A2, A4, and then B8 to get
That was too fast. That was too fast. Hold on. I went to assign, and then I just have a sample roster. So I put sample roster, And then I see, wait, mine looks different from yours. Hold on.
Assign, create new roster.
Okay, assign. I click. Mine looks like yours. I see assign roster. You have A1, A2, A4. I have a sample roster. Oh, I see the class code.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I have these because I've made them before. So right now you would only have this because that's all you probably have. You
Right.
create new roster, and in here you'd put in maybe what class you teach in that period,
So
or the period.
If I show this, what do they do? Go to classkick.com. If I'm showing that right there, where do they go from there? What do I tell the kids to do?
You can copy a link and put it in your Canvas, or you can show them this and they can type it in as in the browser.
But can I say something? I did that, and I think what happened with me, the kids, when they signed in, unless you can tell me another way, that's how they became basic. So do they go like classkick.com is what I think I asked someone.
I
Because
remember, yeah, when we were in the library and Miss Martin was telling us, go to classkick.com, go to classkick.com. It wasn't working.
Because I think aren't they supposed to sign in like through their Google account?
So I've never done it where what we were asked to do is go to Classkick, and then they, as a student, you go here,
They log.
then they give them the class code,
Okay.
which is what we were showing right here. They would put this in, which is what we were giving in the faculty meeting.
Okay.
I think I was doing it backwards. I may have told them to go ahead and sign in. Then, well, I don't know. And then I gave them the code. But anyway, I had two names where one of them was portfolio and then the other one was basic. And it's like the way they signed in. So I don't know.
Yeah. So if you give them that
Yes.
code that I have on the screen, then they put login. They should sign up if they don't have one. If they do have one, log in. But it's always using their Google account. So they have that portfolio.
What's the difference between portfolio and basic?
Rebecca.
I was gonna say, so basic, they need like the class code every time to log in to whatever Classkick you have done. If it is portfolio, they get a dashboard. They can and so now my students, I don't give them a code every time I make a Classkick. I say, hey, log into your Classkick and go to your dashboard. All the assignments you've assigned to them now, they're already on their dashboard. It's really the first time that's the most challenging because I tell them, if you don't follow my directions, I'm going to kick you out and you're going to have to log in again. So I'm like, the very first time, tell them after you type in the class code, you're so tempted to just type your name because it says name.
Yes.
But I'm like, no, don't enter your name. Sign up with Google. And once they're in the portfolio, you're good. But that is the most challenging, is making sure they follow the directions for that. And then I was saying up there, I was going to probably make a separate video another time about how to lock a roster. Because once all your students are in portfolio for a class, you can lock that roster so they cannot ever log in with anything else.
Can you show me the class code again? I want to pretend to be a student. Okay, let me see. J9, Z9, 2, U. And then I put my name, and then I put sign up. Okay, it says portfolio though. But on here, that's what I was wondering. It says basic and portfolio. Is it going to give them the option? I'm going to put my name. Stephanie.
I think it's weird though, when we try, since we already have portfolio with our teacher account, if we try to go in as a student with portfolio, I think it just brings us back to our own dashboard. So if you're trying to pretend like a student, I would just actually put your name. So it's weird in that aspect.
Well, I'm at Bell Ringer.
Okay, you're here.
Yeah.
That's what you see. So you would see that you have this and you have a little box. And so I gave them where they have to put in a number, right? It says how many groups? So they put in a number. My correct answer is 7. If you put it on there, I can also, like as I said before, you could, let me see if you work, when you're viewing work, you do filters. And if you wanted to show their grades, like right now, if you put in 7, you would see that it's right. But if you put in 6, you're going to see that you're wrong.
Oh,
And this, I think, is where you're saying hide assignment. No, on dashboard. Is that what you're saying, Rebecca? Or no? Hide assignment on student dashboard. I don't know what that is. But yeah, you can show them their grades. You can edit it. So if I wanted to add a couple more activities, or if I see they didn't get something, I could add more information to each slide so they could get that there. And then you can, it's cool because you can see what, maybe if let's say all your kids are working on slide 1, that's where they're doing all their reading, then you can just select slide 1 and you're able to see each kid there. Because if it's gray, that means they haven't even gotten to that slide. So they didn't even click the link. If they did click on it, then did they answer any questions? You can see they didn't answer, they clicked on it. And if they kind of keep going on the arrows, then they'll kind of pop up in color that they did open them, they went through them, they didn't work on anything, but they have that there.
yeah, I like that.
Sometimes kids don't.
Can you show me again how they see if it's right or wrong?
You go to filters at the top,
Uh-huh.
and then settings. It's the second one. Show student their grades.
So I'm on your bell ringer. What's the answer to number 1?
7.
Okay, I put 7. Is it that it's green?
Yes.
And then if I put like 9, it's still green. Do I have to press enter or something?
You have to click out of the box.
Yeah, I clicked out of it.
It's saying that 9 is right.
I put 90. Yeah, I don't know if that's saying it's right or not. It just like looks like it's saying that it's
Let me see. So let's do. Let me do as a student too. View work. Sign. Copy. Line.
While she's logging in there, I had a webinar about a month ago, I think, and I linked my presentation down there from it, and it was also just how to create an assignment where I went over some of those as well. And I believe on this one, Ms. Equihua, I don't think you had any points assigned to it, and so maybe.
And that's what I've been playing with. If I do points up, like on mine, I did my points like here. I didn't do them in each box. And
oh.
I do mine per box.
Oh, so you did the whole slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I just put whatever in all of these, then it should be wrong, right? Okay.
And like right now on mine, it says this is right, but then it says that's 0 points. I guess I have to complete all of them. 7. Okay.
Maybe I'm in a different class than you're in right now. And that's why I can't see it.
Say it again.
Yeah, I like being able to see who's working and who's not. That's awesome. And if they're getting it right or not, that's great. But weren't you were showing us how to write on their work while they're working?
What do you mean?
Isn't that what you were showing us today? Like how to annotate?
Yes. So I said, this is what I just made. I showed y'all. Let me see, my new assignment was right here. For example, I had this article right here where I snipped just a paragraph. So I'm going to go through that again.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so I have a couple pages made, but I'm going to go to my slide 6, which is blank. I'm going to hit my little camera, upload from computer. You're not going to see the article that I picked, but once I open it, then you'll see it, which is here. At the bottom, you'll see that it has 8 pages. let's say I want this whole page uploaded. So then I'm going to do next. And then when you do next, it will only do this first page. If I wanted, let's say not page 1, but page 2, then I would go page 2. And I put next. And then I want it on my current page, what I'm currently on, which is 6. So I put next. And then I would just finish it up. And that would basically copy it on here.
Is that a PDF?
Yes, it is a PDF. And it does have to be a PDF for the desktop version.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. If, let's say, you didn't want the whole page, you only wanted maybe half of it. Sometimes I know we have articles that are long and you just want a little bit of the information. I'm going to go ahead and delete this and do it again. So I'm going to upload from camera one more time. Grab that same article, open it up. And let's say I only want something from page 4. So like here, I only want these 3 bullet points. So then I will, you don't see the little plus button, but if you're going to see it right now, that I can select what I want. So I only want this. And so once I do that, I'll hit next. Again, I want it on the page that I'm currently on, and then I'll put next and then finish. You could do several little snippets and then that will put it on your page, but I only want these 2 paragraphs.
That's
so
cool.
You have them here. Yeah. What I did in the other side, I think, is let's say you want your kids to, like, you give them directions at the top. You're going to read and annotate, right? Whatever that looks like for your class. And then at the end, you maybe want to have like a question. Then you can write your question down here at the bottom. Like maybe a comprehension question, or if you're teaching English. You put it there. And then you have your A, your B, and your C. Or you can have a response. It's up to you. But if you're having a multiple choice, then you could put the little, I don't know what it's called, like 2 little like box with the lines. And so it gives you the options of doing A, B, C, or D. If you don't have 5 answer choices, you're able to delete those. I think I only had 3 for mine. You can give them points. So I picked B as my right answer, and I give them 10 points for that.
Can you get data off of that? Can you see the percentage of students that get it correct?
I don't think so. I haven't seen. Do you have you, Rebecca?
I don't think so, but you'll be able to see if it's like only 1 question per slide. You could see like, oh, they're like, you know, if it's red, they definitely did not get the question right. They do like a red, yellowish, green kind of color coordinated. So if you did have like 10 questions on a slide, if they're all red, then you know they're missing a lot of them. But I don't know if there's actual data analysis.
Yeah. Because yeah, if you do multiple questions, I don't know that you could do that, but yeah, that's cool. The only thing with this, I know, is that if, let's say, I'm like, oh, I made a mistake, it's not really B, it's A, I'd have to actually delete this box and then redo that. Let's say, and maybe it's not really B, it's A, delete, maybe A, B, C, D, give them again 10 points. I would have to like go do the whole step again because
Are you looking at student view or teacher view right now?
Teacher view. Teacher. So I uploaded this. I told them directions. I gave them a question, and then they could select from the answer choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you say something like you could look at slide 1 for everybody? You just click on slide 1?
Yes. So if you go to view work up here at the top, and if you'll go and it says view all slides, instead of selecting that, you'll put the slide maybe possibly 1. And then you'll see every kid's slide 1 here.
Oh, okay.
And so we're saying if you give them a question, we gave them a question, I think on slide 6, then you'd be able to see if they opened it. If they answered it correctly, then it would be 10 points. If they didn't answer it correctly, then it'd be 0 and it would be red. And you could see the green if they got it right, the red if they got it wrong, and the yellow if it's like if you had multiple questions, then you would see that they're kind of getting it, but maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can go back to like maybe one that my kids have done like a while ago. Yeah, on my train. I think this we did last unit. So if you view work for my kids that they did it. So right here, this was 20 points where they upload their notes. Says they only did one. I give them 10 out of 20. I graded this one. And so the ones that are in red, you can see that they only got 10. The ones that got all 20, they got all the points. Same thing for these. They had some multiple choice questions. And so if they got all their 20 points, it was green. And then I don't know if there's a yellow one for mine right now. I think it's just all red or green for these. I can do view slides, maybe slide 3. Yeah. Oh, like this right here. If I got 29 out of 38, then it's yellow for them. Versus a green right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll try it out.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yes, we were gonna go till 3:30, but there's been some amazing questions. So let us know if you have any more questions.
Oh, sorry.
It is all good. This is really good.
Yeah, we can go if you want. Mr. North looks done.
And I'll go back to my little thing here. If you do have questions, I'm in Science 4, and my email's right there. If you look me up, I think if you put in EQ, I'm the only one that pops up for emails for teachers. And then my Twitter handle's right there.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for coming, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Rebecca. I'm going to end the call.
Yes, yeah, stop recording or end the call.